What's going on, guys? So the other day, of course, we did the unboxing for this McGillis Graze Ritter from P-Bandai. And yeah, it's basically just a Graze Ritter, but redone in McGillis's colors. So no biggie, no fuss, no muss. It's actually a fairly easy kit. As usual, you guys know I've built a ton of Grazes. Let's go ahead and go over the box real quick. Not a whole lot to go through. You got an image of McGillis down here, looking a little more season 2-ish. And then, stuff happening here. Looks like a crater on Mars, even though he didn't really get to battle a whole lot before he got his butt handed to him. But you get a good shot here of the Graze, which is basically just an image of the actual kit. You can tell because it has the peg on the sword. Yay. The Graze Ritter is one of the more interesting versions of the Graze, so it's pretty cool. Now, being a P-Bandai kit, there's a whole lot of nothing. Then you do come back here and you do have a don't stick McGillis in your 3-year-old's face or he will marry it situation going on back here. And then you've got polybag with the little guy there. 1,200 yen. I wish. You would think that a kit this simple would actually be still cheap, but no. P-Bandai. So, this will actually be a fairly short review, guys, as we've looked at the Graze Ritter before, but we'll go ahead and look at this one. No build montage because it was so fast I didn't bother. So we'll just go ahead and get right to the actual kit. And here we have, McGillis' Graze Ritter. And, it's pretty cool because he took over the Outer Earth Regulatory Forces, or whatever it was called, from Carta after he, killed her. Or had her killed, I should say. He didn't actually kill her himself. He just set her up to fail. So, I really do like this kit. The Graze Ritter is really interesting. You get the totally different shoulders. You get a different chest plate altogether. Totally different thighs with thrusters. And yeah, I put a little bit of extra work into this kit, but one thing I did do is actually use the stickers. So the big yellow or orangey kind of big stickers here on the shoulders. You got them up here on the crest because I wasn't about to try to paint over black with yellow. That wasn't going to work out too well. Same thing right here on the main reactor area. And then I did add a little bit of extra paint, so it gave it a little bit of yellow right there on the crotch. If we come back here to the back, I don't believe these are necessary. You don't have to have the boosters, but I went ahead and added some yellow and a little bit of chrome right there. And then the thrusters, I added a tiny bit of chrome inside there just for fun. Even the ones under there got a little bit of chrome as well. This is a very nice kit. Just get yourself a Graze Ritter if you don't have one. It's a nice, fun version of the Graze. Now, I'm not going to bother showing off articulation and stuff because it's the same as any Graze. But, actually, I'm going to see if I can open the head here. So, I did a little bit of yellow and chrome paint right there for the little Graze eye sensor. Now, one thing I did do, I went ahead and painted the sword. So, I actually spray painted this one. So, nice metallic silver. I do believe it was the silver leaf. Now, one thing I did do, I sanded it a little too hard so you can still see the grooves, but hey, maybe it's battle damage. And then some nice Tamiya gold there on the handle for the pommel and the guard. Looks pretty good. Not quite as bright shiny as I would hope, but it's actually not terrible. And actually I left the handle bare, so it's actually just the bare black that it comes with. I think it's not too bad for a 5-minute paint job, That's one thing I like, you can just take it care of, And actually the rifle got a nice matte black because I hate that gray that it comes in. I thought about hitting it with a little bit of gunmetal, just fog it with a little bit of gunmetal, but I'm going to leave it as is. Also did blue panel lining on top of all the blue parts. The gray parts didn't actually get any panel lining because when I built this, my gray panel line marker was dead. Now, one thing I'm having a problem, you guys notice he keeps wanting to lean to the left. It's really strange. I don't know why that is. Oh, and then that pops off. Get back on there. Okay, so that wasn't installed all the way, but now it is. So for a quick comparison, slide him over here. We'll bring in Carta's Graze Ritter, just to show off the differences in color. So you do have this nice teal color that her set was, and then of course he's got his McGillis blue, which I'm pretty sure is almost identical to the blue of the Schwalbe Graze. If the Schwalbe Graze wasn't buried so thoroughly in the display, I would pull it out here. Now, of course, on her sword, this was all Gundam marker. So silver Gundam marker, gold Gundam marker, and then favoriteest dark gray ever. So, I mean, you can see, I mean, the differences in detail. I mean, they look the same until you really look close. So this is what you can do with Gundam marker. This is what you can do with about 10 minutes of spraying, but a whole lot of masking. But yeah, I mean, the Graze Ritter is just a nice kit. I like to actually dig the stickers for the most part. The one that goes over the crest is kind of annoying because you have to fold it over from each side, but you know, it's not terrible. If you leave it out like a 5-foot jobby, it's not terrible. And for one more comparison, I'll bring in my custom Graze Ritter. So the nice dark colored version with the maroon shoulders and stuff. I haven't done any more work on it yet. Just too many other projects happening. So I still want to finish it. But once again, this is, you know, pretty much a spray job. So the sword was sprayed silver, then Gundam marker here and down here. And then my favorite is dark gray on the handle that ended up getting all messed up. So I almost snagged this sword just to not have to build another one. But, you know, it is what it is, guys. So that's pretty much my Graze Ritter collection as it stands. I don't know what got on his hand here. The heck? Got some paint on the back of his hand. I don't even know how that happened. It's like red. I'll have to clear it up. Okay. So, and of course, you know, I have him holding his weapons like this. That's not generally how he does it. Now, I know somebody was complaining that perhaps this was holding two swords in one promo image. I don't believe I ever saw that, but, you know. It is what it is. I know a lot of people will just repaint a standard Graze Ritter to be these colors. I didn't want to do that because that's a bigger pain in my butt. You know, this was it was expensive for what it was, but it still wasn't over the top expensive. So if you can get one of these for your collection, go right ahead. You guys know I'm kind of a completionist, and I'm going to basically have a McGillis shelf at some point, I think, because he's going to have this. He'll have the Bio and everything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this review, guys. I'd like to thank my Patreon, or my patrons, as always, SteelAngelJohn, Andy Tubbs. If you guys don't know about my Patreon, it'll be right here on the screen. Yay for that. And I think I might stick with IBO for just a little while. I did pick up a few new kits the other day when I was at Hobbytown, as some of you saw, which I'm not happy with YouTube about what happened with that video. So it is what it is, guys. So I will catch you guys on the next review. If you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe down below. We're so close to 700, guys. Just want to catch it up there. Get up to 700. Let's get 1,000. Let's get to 1,000 before the end of the year, guys. That'd be so awesome. You know, celebrate a year. You know, a year with 1,000 subscribers. Let's get there, guys. We've got until, like, I don't know, September. I don't even know when my channel started. But I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, as always, keep on grazing. So many grazes.